Hi, this is Mohammed from Evolve Transformation Coaching. I'm just with one of my clients who's just had some transformation coaching, and he's just going to talk about the actual program, etc. So I'm going to turn the camera to client Ibrahim, and he'll talk about his experiences.
Hi, I'm Ibrahim Tanner. I'm a data compliance manager for a local care organisation. I got the opportunity to do the course after seeing Mohammed on Facebook. I was a busy dad, as he said, not running my own business, but definitely fell into every other category: tired, lethargic, putting on weight, lots of negative things in my life, not really feeling I was going anywhere. So I took the opportunity to take the transformation coaching. Obviously, when you get yourself into a rut and your life's difficult and you're feeling tired, you are afraid of change, which eventually fell into place, and I came to understand why. But I took the coaching, and gosh, sorry, I've gone. Sorry.
So,
will this be edited out?
No, he won't. So, when you started the coaching,
yeah,
what did you experience from the coaching?
I think at the start, sometimes it initially doesn't make sense, and you're asking questions and giving answers, and you kind of think, well, this isn't really anything. And then suddenly, as you stated very early on, it's like a jigsaw, and all the pieces come together. And with each session, there was like a realization. Whatever we discussed in the session, there was a realization that the penny just dropped, and it was like, wow, that all comes together. And that happened individually within each session.
Yeah.
But then by the end of the course, it all comes together again. It's like you've put little pieces of jigsaw together, and you think you've put the jigsaw together, but then right at the end, everything comes together, and it really does make a change. And for me, that change has continued following the 8 sessions. I've found I've started reevaluating myself and using the techniques that were in the coaching to actually look at myself in lots of other ways as well, and reinterpret my life and my interactions within it, and kind of realise the barriers that I put up myself, and starting to work towards breaking those down.
Okay, and what kind of changes have you made in your life?
Well, I mean, one of the big issues for me was feeling really, really tired. So I would come home and I would sit on the sofa and watch TV and look at my phone and do all the usual things. That meant putting weight on, not really having a bad relationship with my family. We've always had a good relationship, but just when you're tired, people tend to leave you alone and get on and do their own thing. And now I'm going to the gym twice a week, well, with the exclusion of Ramadan, obviously. But I go to the gym twice a week. I come home and I'm spending time playing with the children, just feeling a lot more vibrant. And even when I get tired, I understand that actually now that tiredness was maybe just a way of me avoiding that level of contact. And I now, even if I am feeling tired, I get up and then I do the things that I wasn't doing. And I do feel more energized by that. I feel a lot better, and it's things like that, so the relationship with my family is getting better, and I'm starting to look after myself better.
Yeah.
There were issues around work, which I now understand a little bit more about what I can and can't control, and so I do the things I can do something about, and try not to worry about the things I can't do anything about. But it's just constantly about evaluating those situations from a different viewpoint now. It's made me think differently, and rather than the barriers being the end of a situation, the barriers now seem to be more, right, okay, so I recognise those barriers, where are those barriers? And it's about understanding that my role isn't just to go, right, okay, there's a barrier there, I'm not bothering. It is about looking and really evaluating that situation, saying, right, there's a barrier. What can I do to overcome that? And that gives you a lot of confidence, I guess hope, but it just makes you feel a lot better about yourself generally. That you know you're not shutting yourself off, because a lot of it does come from within yourself. You know, that I realised that I defined certain things in certain ways that stopped me moving on and continuing, and kept me in a rut. Now I appreciate that that's part of my thinking, and as soon as I recognise that, I can start to do something about it, because I now have been able to reevaluate the things that are important in my life, and do something about those things.
Okay, interesting. So what would you say to other other dads who would like to do the transformation coaching but are probably a bit hesitant to do it?
I would say give it a go. The first step, I mean, there's always going to be a step that you have to take before you go into the transformation coaching. And if you're in a mindset and your thinking is negative, you can very much be put yourself off and stop yourself from doing it. I would say take that first step. Make the call, send the message, send the email, however they need to get in contact. Just do it, and don't be afraid, because it's nothing that is going to challenge you. It's nothing that's going to make you do anything you don't want to do. You realise yourself through the process that your thinking hasn't been right, and once you realise that, you actually want to then make the changes. There's no one sat there saying, oh, you have to do this and you have to do that, and you're thinking the wrong way. It's all very much from within yourself. Obviously you're guided by an expert coach who knows what they're doing and knows the questions to ask. But the realisations all come when you understand what's important to you, and you appreciate and understand the process that goes into blocking yourself off. So definitely go for it. Make that first step. Just do it. I mean, don't worry about what your fears might be, because the outcome at the end of it is only positive.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thanks for that, Ibrahim.
Not a problem.